Hey, man.
Hello, people are talking that this is the super secret live stream because I forgot to post the link on Instagram today. Like I usually do the story
Oh,
each day
yeah.
that we're gonna do it, and I forgot to post that you and I were doing it tonight.
Well, okay. I'm sorry. At this point in time, 6 years, almost through 6 years of doing this weekly, and we really have not missed that much if you add it all up.
No.
If every Thursday night you are not hearing in your head this, you've got a problem.
Listen, Adam. Oh, it's a 101.
Boys and girls at home and kids in the gallery, let's go!
Hello, Pack-a-Maniacs, and welcome to another episode of Pack to the Future. I'm your host, Ricky, a.k.a. Mr. eBay. And I'm joined by my co-host and partner in crime, Dr. Chad.
Someone call for a doctor?
How you doing, Doc?
I forgot to post the thing on Instagram. I apologize, but I'm good otherwise.
If you know, you know, and if you don't, you don't. You'll catch us on delay. Well, welcome to the show, guys. It's going to be a really fun one tonight. We have one of my favorite guests already, and they haven't even been on. Detroit Mike will be joining us on the show.
Yes.
To talk about his incredible collection. We're going to talk. He's been hooking me up with all sorts of Tigers gear and connecting me with his kind of local shop who've been hooking me up with all sorts of merchandise. So we're going to jump into that because he has an incredible collection. I anticipate this may be the first of many appearances from Detroit Mike over time. And this might be something we tune into with a few other friends of the show and include them on with their collections. In addition to that, we're going to be covering my PSA return.
Yes.
I went to the card shop with Junkie this week, and while there, I said, "Hey, how about my submission?" They said, "Oh, actually, we've got it ready for you." And don't worry, I've got. If you're a Pokemon fan, and if you're a prospecting fan, I've got a good solid 4 to 5 minutes of audio that will knock.
Don't turn off yet. Don't press pause yet. It's at the end of the show.
Yep.
But I also want to know. I want to know about your sports card PSA reveals too.
Oh yeah, you're going to hear all about my sports card PSA reveals. I actually did a bit of research on it. It led me to some research. It led me to some new things I'm going to be collecting. It was a good experience for me. So I'm really excited to share my findings with you. Had to call that scoundrel, Bright Lights, Big City, Kansas City Dan, in for some help on one of the cards. You never want to find yourself asking that guy for help.
No.
But he was incredible. He helped me out big time. And so, yeah, we'll get into that and more. But before we do, Chad, do we have any show announcements?
Oh, yeah. Let's tell people and remind them the number one way that they can help support the show, which is over at our website, pttfpodcast.com. From there, you can watch each and every one of our YouTube videos, which if you're watching, please take a second to like this video and subscribe to it so you can catch it each and every time we go live. You can also listen on podcast form to each and every one of our shows that are posted here. But most importantly, the biggest way that you can help support us is through our sponsor and eBay affiliate link. So you click the link in the top right corner, big orange rectangle. From there, the very first thing that pops up is our eBay affiliate link. From there, first, go log into the eBay. Second, go to pttfpodcast.com. Third, click the eBay affiliate link. Everything that you purchase as a buy it now in the next 24 hours, or each bid that you place, and then win within the next 10 days, or an offer that is accepted that you put in a card in the next day, gives the show a little small commission in the process, no charge to you. And in fact, Ricky, not only is it no charge, it might just win you some eBay bucks.
I don't like that.
Fine by me. I mean, I'm giving away your money. It's great. Your bank account took a hit a couple weeks ago.
Yeah. My son won't be eating this week, so enjoy.
I forgot to announce, before I talk more about that, one of the things of note is that Card Talk with Mrs. Dot came back this last week. We're trying out a new format slightly. We're going to try and do week by week with one sport per week. So like all the basketball releases of note will be 1 week. The next week will be football, and then we'll do baseball, and then we'll do all the other non-sports or things that were lumped in there. give us some feedback on it. On whether you like that or not, we can always revert back, but I thought we could consolidate there a little bit.
Yeah.
Okay, Ricky, from last 2 weeks ago, we did
Mhm.
a early record last week, but we had some winners who won Mr. eBay bucks.
Ooh.
You had asked, you said, hey, people, I want a photo of the card that you won.
Yeah.
And we had
You
one
said-
person who did it right.
Accepted the challenge, huh?
Oh, yeah. So we have Josh for the love of cardboard. And please go watch this over on the YouTube because we have a picture of the card. I forget the card that he even won with.
I can't remember.
But we can see this card propped up very nicely on his bicycle, which is parked out in the driveway. It's on a nice little card stand that you can see there.
Yeah,
Big
he's got a
thumbs
nice gravel driveway.
But the card's sturdy on there, man. It's going out for a ride.
Yeah, he's not messing around. Got a little bit of a stand-up basketball hoop with the sand in there.
But that's not all. We also see, some family photos, perhaps some, it looks like Christmas cards that were sent into the family and were put up on some string above the cabinets there in the kitchen. And if you look real close, you can see the card there. In between, it looks like a wedding photo and maybe a Merry Christmas card. The card is there as well.
It's like, where's Waldo?
Yeah, yes. Here. Just a photo of Josh playing the piano. But wait, his card's playing the piano too.
It's a duet. That's amazing. Okay, now this one's dangerous. We don't approve of this one.
This one's lovely. So it looks like out for a nice drive. Is that a mountain range in the background? Are those snow-capped mountains in August?
They look like it.
Or maybe just some clouds rolling over? I don't know. But importantly, it looks like we're on a little 2-lane street. Now, of note, it looks like he might be going maybe a little over the speed limit there, but we see the card sitting up there on the dashboard out for a nice little ride in the car.
Oh God.
But
this guy gets it.
But what about breakfast? Or no, this is dinner. What about dinner? He has a seat next to him, chair pulled out like the true gentleman he is, with the card and a lovely dinner there. Right next to him. Looks like we got some broccolini, perhaps some carrot or sweet potato.
Oh, and his card has a full plate in front of it.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, full plate. full plate's in there.
Oh, my God.
And then, after that long day of riding a bike, learning how to play the piano, after riding the car, eating dinner, the card's tucked in with him, next to him, there in bed.
Well, that's actually shots fired at Chad because he has one-upped your gimmick of sleeping with cards in your bed.
That's it's just showing a day in the life of.
Yeah. No. He's spending a whole day with his cards. He's not just going night-night with them.
That's true.
You need to step it up, my man.
Yeah, he's showing a little more respect to the card. I'm just kind of like, hey, it's the end of the day. Get in bed and take a photo.
Oh, well done. Well done. He gets one of those. well done.
So, Ricky, I do want to highlight just a couple. We'll take just a couple of minutes with this, but people have not only sent us their photos, but they've done a remarkable job using the eBay affiliate link. And I want to highlight a few big ones over the past week. Is this the one I want to show? This is the one I want to show indeed. And just like we did a couple weeks ago, Ricky, we're going to start with the big guns. Someone made a massive, guys, purchase using our eBay affiliate link. Can you see this?
No.
Okay, let me get this pulled up. Give me just
still
one
seeing
second.
the website.
Okay. Well, someone went big time.
All
Big
right.
time. Have you ever heard of a guy named Ichiro Suzuki?
He's a player of note.
Oh, yeah. Big old player note. How about a 2001 Donruss Elite status Ichiro rookie card?
Damn.
Number 2 of 51.
Whoa, dude.
It's a $2,500 card.
Yeah, that number 2. Oh, that's incredible. That is wild, Jack.
We had over 90 purchases in the last 2 weeks.
Oh my God.
with just some
yes.
remarkable cards. We have TJ Watt. We have Lululemon pants. Someone's rocking a 34 by 34. Take a look down at your pants. Is that you? Hey, thank you. And I'm glad you got a good deal. Only $32 for those Lulus.
Oh, yeah. Golf pants.
I mean, someone got a Karl Malone rookie card. Good for you. The list goes on and on. I want to show just a couple of these cards because you guys did a knockout job of this. The first one, let's show this Ichiro. You know how hard it is to click all these buttons? It seems like we should have someone to click these buttons for us. There's the Ichiro. Very nice.
Oh, that's beautiful.
Doesn't that card just pop? I mean, look at that.
Ooh. I like that old school numbering.
Yeah. It's like it's stamped on there,
Uh-huh.
Second highest one that we had. How about women's soccer? I don't know who this is.
I don't either.
Itana Bonmati?
I don't either, but we're heading into the Women's World Cup season, and that's a great color match. That's a fantastic color match. And if the world jumps at it the same way they did the Men's World Cup at all, which I don't see why not, that's a good buy.
Couldn't agree more. How about this bad boy? Topps Chrome 2526. This is an update. This is gold speckle photo variation numbered to 50 Tyrese Halliburton.
Yeah, that's a beautiful card. Another amazing color match. I love those color match cards, the parallels that really just match up with the player's uniform.
I don't know who bought this, but that is a great looking card.
Yeah. Probably Kyle.
And it's good. Well, it's good that it shows him. So it just shows Tyrese Halliburton, if you're not familiar with the card, from the knees up, just standing, posing, holding a basketball. And it's great that they kept it PG, right? Like, you don't want to go knee down.
No.
Right? The guy's got one leg that's intact. And otherwise,
I was going to say there's not much to photograph below that.
No. Otherwise, it's like some Dungeon Crawler Carl carnage below that knee. It's pretty wicked. All right, here's the last one that kind of hits the threshold that I made of over $300. How about this Stone Cold Steve Austin Select Legendary Signature? He looks mean there, man.
Yeah, he does. And he's seeing red just like that card. It matches the PSA slab, and they have turned the horizontal card the correct direction. 11 out of 10.
This is great. I tell you what, we had 4 people buy these cards for over $300. Mr. eBay, we're going to give away 50 of your Mr. eBay dollars to one of those 4 cards. I need you to tell me how many times we're going to randomize this, and this will determine our winner.
Okay, so number 4, people may not know, is my ultimate lucky number. So we are going to do it 4 times with 4 people.
I like it when we do it 4 times. Here we go. Now, what this is going to equate to is the line on the first graph that I showed.
Yeah.
For the number 4. So here's 1, 2, 3, and the next one is card number 5. So we're going to go over to the 5th line.
Who's actually the 4th person.
5th line. The 5th line. Who's the 4th person? And this is... It's the Stone Cold.
Yay!
Stone Cold Steve Austin. Congratulations. You are the winner of 50 of Mr. eBay's dollars.
Well, I don't like that, but everything else.
Well, I think it's great. I think it's absolutely great. Ricky, we're also going to give away 25 more of your dollars to everyone else who has entered, including the Stone Cold, has a chance to win that. Ricky, I need one more number. We will number generate this. Tell me how many times to
How many do we have?
Well, tell me, I'm going to click just generate, and it's going to pick a number from 2 to 93.
Okay, let's go 93 times. Let's go another 4 times.
Okay.
Lucky number.
Here we go. I'm going to leave the sheet up, and I'm going to tell you, first one is 10. Second one's 22. Third one's 21. Here we go. The 4th and final time is line number 75.
Whoa.
Let's go take a look. I think someone's getting a free card here.
Dude.
I think it's going to happen. Number 75. The person who purchased. Oh, man.
Oh my God.
Mr. Brett Favre, the photo taker. 1998 Metal Universe, Brett Favre, card number 4 for $1.69.
It's in the number, man. I'm telling you. Okay, here's the thing. We made an adjustment from last time to this time to protect those that were our big buyers. We may need to do another protection layer.
Someone just got paid $23.
I mean, don't get me wrong. I love the people that buy the $1.69 cards, the $1.69 cards too. You mean as much to us as anyone. But like, if go pick up who's the highest one that in this list?
The highest one was $2,500 Ichiro.
No, outside the top four. Outside the top four was
$200 Joe Desa rookie.
Dude, you're telling me that guy's not losing his mind right now? You're telling me sky's the limit? LeBron James, Blue Wave Prism guy for $150 isn't beside himself right this minute?
You should have bought more $1.69 Brett Favre.
Oh my God. And that's the thing. I think we're going to inadvertently promote a lot of dollar shopping.
Yeah, we may have to rethink that.
No, we're still going to reward you. We're still going to take very good care of you. You're going to have a chance to still win a lot of good money buying dollar cards, but we've got to do something to protect.
I think you should text these people a good night loving message, like the night that they win the thing. Like you could get a handwritten text message from Mr. eBay.
Okay. I'll do this. If you message us with a photo of these cards in the list and you spent over $150 or more, if you send us your phone number, I will personally text you good night. I'll do it.
I'm gonna have to create a burner account so I can start using our eBay affiliate link. Thank you to everyone who used it. If you were the winner of one of those 2 Mr. eBay Bucks redemptions, please send us a photo of the card. You get extra bonus points, not extra bonus bucks, but extra bonus points if you show us a photo of you out in the wild with the card.
Yes.
But thank you for sharing. Ricky, one last show announcement.
Please.
As I transition.
What's this double XL shirt?
Oh, yeah. Yes. Okay, so someone last week had won with the double XL shirt, you may recall. Do you remember this? One of the winners. Oh, shoot. Who was it? It
was Collectible Connoisseur 54.
Yes. And there was a photo. In the photo, I don't see it anymore.
Oh, did it disappear? Sorry. Didn't mean to put you on the spot with that.
No, it was perfect. I don't see it in. Damn it. I don't see it in our chat. I could have sworn he sent me a photo of him wearing the shirt.
Oh, that's amazing. That's amazing.
He just says that he hates to confess it, but he's pretty much given up on tucking in his shirt. But now that Mr. eBay is putting up money, so here we are. So he sent us a photo of his eBay purchase from the shirt, and it was the shirt that won 25 Mr. eBay bucks.
Collectible Connoisseur 54. Let me just tell you, you don't explain yourself. You don't apologize for yourself. As a fellow double XLer and a man of larger carriage, we have nothing to be sorry for.
I agree.
Go with God.
All right. There you go.
Now your last announcement.
My last announcement, dude. I have so many tabs pulled up. I think I know what it is. This one's from Kenny, correct?
Mm-hmm.
All right. So Kenny hit us with a thing. And everyone, y'all need to pull up your calendars and do some thinking right now. Kenny sent me a screenshot from one of the major hotels associated with the National. And he said, do I have this pulled up here? Yes, the Hilton Rosemont O'Hare has gone up so that you could rent a room for next year's National 2027.
Is that where we stayed? Or is that the
I think
other
we
one?
Stayed at the Hyatt.
Yeah, I think it's the other one connected.
Mm-hmm. But this one's close.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. It's bridge connected too. We joined them.
Mm-hmm. And we're now able to book the room. The holdup, you might ask?
Mm-hmm.
$980 a night. Robbery, man.
No!
I have a button that says sad music. I don't know what it is, but I'm going to play it right now. Yeah. $980. I mean, what are we doing?
I'll tell you what I'm not doing next year.
You can't pay that, right?
No, I'll save it for Detroit.
So
Chicago can get bent.
is Detroit 2028?
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
So here's my thought. This
I'll
is
go
just a
regional
thought.
again.
I have always been an advocate of staying right next to the venue. Ricky and I both missed hanging out with you guys at this card show. We loved having our wives there. I loved having my parents there. Maybe, just maybe, we stay somewhere that's a little further away. We go hit up the card show in the morning, and we take it easy in the afternoon, Ricky. We put our dogs up, ice our ACLs, and maybe we find a place that we could all stay together, a hotel, and we can have our own hangout at night.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I'd be down for that. Yeah, I'd be down for that. Yes, let's explore this. Hotel, all you animals. Hotel, not VRBO. We're not sharing bathrooms.
Dude, if someone spends over $10,000 on the eBay affiliate link, you will share a bed with them.
Okay. If I'm sharing a bed, it's way more than $10,000. We're talking a minimum $50,000.
I mean, the way cards are going these days, you may want to add a zero on
you
that.
will get a personal goodnight message.
Okay.
From yours truly.
So I don't know. People think about it. I'm more open to the travel and doing it a little bit differently. For me, it would just probably be I would go in for the morning part of the show, and then I would just take it chill for the afternoon, and then we'd all hang out at night in the lobby.
Okay, here's what we need, really. And I will,
but not for $980.
Yeah, I will give a bad example of this. We need enough of us to stay a ways away, and we rent a stretch limo for the full weekend to hold our stuff, shuttle us back and forth. Between 20 people, it might be doable.
That actually sounds like fun.
Or a TaskRabbit or a Dan to just sit in his van.
No, Dan, you'll leave with hearing loss, man.
Yeah. Well, so, like Dan.
I had to buy specialty headphones. I don't know if people can see this. It amplifies this ear louder than my right ear because I can't hear out of my left ear because of Dan's van.
Yeah, you and Rick. Rick stumbled to a stone, broke a stone in half, and you had to listen to Dan's music.
Yeah. Oh yeah, it's a problem. It's a problem.
Oh my God.
All right, so think about it. Let us know if you're interested. But Ricky, those are all the announcements. I'm sorry that took 23 minutes, but I think there were some good announcements.
No, they were important announcements, and they lead us in. Sorry, I'm so delayed. I was gonna say, oh, you didn't enjoy this in the car the whole time. Welcome to Dan's car.
There he is.
All right. Well, without further ado, it actually leads us really nicely into our next segment because Chad and I's first interaction, face-to-face at least, with this next guest was at the National we attended just a year ago. Or two, was that 2 years? A year ago. Not this year, but
a year ago, yeah.
And we've become close friends since. He has been such an amazing connection for me, being a Detroit Tigers and Lions fan in Utah, of all places. You don't find many allies. You find a lot of people that feel sorry for you and your teams, pat you on the head. You don't have many fellow warriors in there suffering in the trenches with you week in and week out. But without further ado, I'll stop all that introduction. Let's welcome to the show, Detroit Mike. How are you, my man?
Gentlemen, I'm doing well. How about you?
Doing well. We had a really cool experience with Mike at the National last year. And when we ran into him, you were with your son and son-in-law. I will not forget that again. And we really enjoyed meeting the three of you and getting to chat with you just even briefly at the National. But that later developed into just further, remaining in touch. And like I say, I've come to you for some help with some items. I haven't told Chad yet, but we were talking off air, and Mike here helped me connect me with a local shop. Are they a card shop? Detroit City Sports, or like
They have cards,
memorabilia
but
more?
more memorabilia.
Yeah, that's kind of the feel. But
They host a lot of private signings,
yeah,
helmets, jerseys,
a lot of Detroit,
posters.
a lot of Detroit players. Cabrera's coming in, and they had Kevin McGonigal, the Tigers star shortstop. He's our rookie who made his the All Star team in his rookie season from Philadelphia, where the All Star game was held. So kind of another added layer of kind of cool history or story. And yeah, through this shop, they were doing a signing with him, and my
Oh, yeah.
lighting's kind of poor. There you go. Got my Kevin McGonigal autograph ball. They were incredible with it. And Mike's hooked me up with them today to he might have some spotty reception. I anticipate he'll jump on and get in a minute. But he also helped me today. So I've been, I think, chronicling in an episode or two my frustration with trying to get a alternate road Detroit Tigers jersey, and how Fanatics doesn't ever have anything you want in stock. So I'm looking online for all these local places. It's so hard to find. And Mike's the one that really helped me. And so this shop today gets a McGonigal jersey in my size, double X. I got you, collectible connoisseur 54. And so he says, yeah, just call them and give them your credit card and they'll ship it to you. No big deal. They shipped me the ball. No big deal. It was very easy. They were very great, good to communicate with. So, but I ordered the ball online. So I call them up and I say, hey, my friend Mike tells me you got this jersey for me. And they say, sure thing. What's your address? I give it to them. What's your credit card number? I give it to them. They then say, okay, it's done. And I said, okay, thank you. Goodbye. No receipt. No email. No
The leap of
tracking.
faith.
Leap of faith. Luckily, I know a guy who knows a guy.
That is good. That is good. That's promising.
All right. But is he still waiting for him to rejoin? Okay. Let's see how it's going.
Yeah. So while you're pulling that up, we lost Mike just for a second for those of you listening, but Mike has sent over some photos, and he's been sending us photos, periodically over the course of the past year of some incredible collectibles that he has. And I think, Ricky, the goal of this was to share some of his collection that he has brought about and kind of talk about how he's gone about collecting some of these things with time. Now I'm going to give you guys a little behind the scenes. Ricky has muted himself, but he is on the phone right now. And he appears to be on the phone with Detroit Mike. Critical
All right, we
conversation.
got it worked out. He evidently on his end, we had just froze, and he thought we froze, and he was totally normal. And so he was just sitting there. He's going to hang up and rejoin in just a minute here. A little bit more backstory about Detroit Mike. He is the was it the mantle patches that we were talking about? One of the people from our eBay link, that was Detroit Mike. Those were his patches. And as I got to talk to Mike, you start to learn a bit more about his collection, and he has a wild collection. We're going to dive into just a tiny bit of that tonight. You can find a lot of his collection over at Post Bazooka Jello on Instagram. That's kind of his food collectibles related page. And then his card related page is autographed rookie cards on Instagram. You should head over there and check out some of the stuff he has, because even on his card Instagram, it's not just really cool old cards. He does a lot of vintage, but he has some of the oldest known card vending machines that they had from years and years and years ago. And so many of them he has picked up at the National. He's American Pickers style of a collector. He has so many cool items that are really neat about the hobby, but that are both cards and non-cards alike. We're going to talk to him a little bit tonight about some of his ticket collection. and some of his favorite items within his vault, the things that make him happiest. And Chad's got the post bazooka Jello side up, and see in here you have a lot of it's sports related boxes of corn checks. You see some of these old patches like the Mickey Mantle we saw covered in our eBay purchases recently. Um, all sorts of different boxes. I can't wait to talk with him here in a minute about how he stores them because he is a huge collector of vintage boxes in particular.
Yeah, it's pretty cool
Um,
stuff.
Yeah, so super excited. Um, we might just pivot for a minute while he rejoins us. I'm still waiting for that call, and let's jump over to our next segment for a minute, if you're good with that.
I think so.
Okay.
The only thing that I think is more appropriate might be a little twinkle, and I don't even have that. I think this one just might
Here,
be dim.
I got you. There you go.
Love it. Love it.
All right. So we have I just want to reposition myself so I see if he calls. All right. So this week, this last weekend, I went with Junkie to Overtime Cards, our local card shop. He invited me. He said, "Hey, I've got some cards. I need to submit them. I'm excited by your proposals and what we're doing. And I'll take the baby steps. We'll see where it goes. I'm sure it will go sideways on us momentarily. But
God damn it. I'm going to rant already. This is the only time I'm going to interrupt you during this.
Do it.
This SOB, no more than 12 hours after we get done recording the podcast.
Yeah.
Is this guy already back in Wendover with thousands of dollars to go gamble?
Same day.
Claiming that it's seed money. No, you know what the seed money is? Like to win the seed money. You know
That's
what the
right.
seed money is the stack of hundreds that you got in your hand that you're driving out to the casino with.
Yes.
And then he doubles down and he's like, "Hey, I found this in my couch cushion. Do you guys want to buy into it?" I'm like, no, I don't want to pay you for a card that you've had for 5 years and you got some little cat hair on it.
Yeah. Well, interestingly enough, we are going to talk to Mike about that proposal by Tim when we get Mike on the phone. And I will get him over the phone if he doesn't join us back on video here momentarily.
Good. Okay, that was the end of my rants, but I'm sorry.
I appreciate it. And you are so right. And he got to the card shop and we talked and I said to him, "Hey man, I'm proud of you that you walked away. I'm proud of you that we have some money to spend here today." And he appreciated that. And we submitted some cards through Overtime at PSA. It'll be fun to check those reveals. He submitted, tell me this isn't the most Tim thing you've ever heard. He submits his 3 Otanis. He submits the Noise Boys. He completes it all. And 15 minutes later, when we were opening our box of box of Topps football, he says, "Oh, I guess I forgot this card." And I'm like, "Well, do you want him to go do it?" He's like, "No, I already paid." So just one card didn't get graded. I don't even remember which one it was at this point. Like, oh, Tim. But we had a really fun time opening our cards and laughing. And man, I so miss that and just being able to rip wax. I know it's like worthless, the cards overall, but in such a high risk compared to reward, even when the boxes are cheaper. But I just miss those days. It was so fun. Yeah. But and we'll cover that next week.
We'll keep him backstage. Continue with your story, but he is here, Mike.
Perfect.
Hang tight, and we'll get with you.
Perfect. Yeah, this won't take too long. So we go through all that, and I say to him, "Hey, by the way, I have our PSA submission, and it keeps saying it's completing step 8 of 8. And it's been like that for weeks now." And they said, "Oh, well, we have it here." So you can have it, take it home with you. And if you recall from a number of episodes ago, this PSA submission came as a result of my son hitting a Pokemon card at Best Buy and saying, "Hey, it's a, I don't know, a Charizard of some sort, valuable. But I do have the audio. I brought the cards home and waited. I pulled my cards out, saw what all his grades were, so I knew. Now the interesting thing about this is my son Carter didn't. He bugged me every day about this PSA sub. Hey, is it done yet? Hey, is it here yet? Hey, is it here yet? I even sent him the link to go check the status, and he kept texting me. And so I told him immediately when I had the cards, and he didn't open them till Sunday. I brought him home Friday afternoon. He didn't open them till Sunday, and I was going insane. And then Kyla pointed out, rightfully, he was nervous. And I asked him, I said, are you nervous about what the grade could be? Because I wouldn't tell him anything, nothing.
Did you know?
Oh yeah, and I almost messed with him and told him like, oh yeah, dude, I think there's a 6 in there. But he was super anxious about it, and so we did open our cards. And I'm gonna start just briefly. I'm gonna play their card reveal, and it is a it's four-ish minutes long, and I might pause a little bit, but you're gonna enjoy listening to me. Pokemon fans, this is for you. Chad, you're gonna enjoy listening to me actually trying to read these names. So without further ado, this was their sub. Carter and his friend Abel. I did get permissions. All right. We are here with Carter and Abel for their Carter's first PSA reveal. Abel, you've done one before?
No, this is my first.
Okay, so Abel knows his PSA cards, but this is his first submission along with Carter. We've got a few Pokemon cards. We're going to do a reveal right here. All right. Now, I submitted cards with these guys. I didn't get a single 10, unfortunately. True.
Hopefully
they have a little better luck than I did. This first card is a 2018 Pokemon Sun and Moon FA Xerinas GX Forbidden Light Secret. Looks like a rainbow card. You know what we're talking about? Okay. Now, your grade is?
It's a PSA 7. Hey, I'm not mad about it. It is an old card, and I was really young when I got it, but I'm happy that I got it graded, and it's really nice.
They are grading old cards. I was beside myself. Keep in mind, I paid for all these graded cards. I paid for all of it. Okay. Our next card, a 2023 Pokemon Par EN Roaring Moon EX Special Illustration Rare. Here we go.
It's 7.
How we
See, I wasn't like, I'm feeling good about it because like it had a couple of flaws. Definitely wasn't perfect.
Okay. A couple flaws? Definitely wasn't perfect. I guess jumping into old eBay's money vaults, not a problem for others. This next one is a 2025 Pokemon DRIEN Rockets Nidonking EX Special Illustration Rare. Looks like this is Abel's. Abel, what's grade are you hoping for?
Probably, if we're being realistic, an 8 or a 9.
Well, how about
a 9? Okay, that's good.
See, I tore him down to build him up.
Feeling great now.
All right. Starting to increase. All right. This next one's a 2025 Pokemon Dree EN Ethan's Typhlosion Illustration Rare. This is yours too, Abel. Okay. What grade are you hoping?
I feel like that one is looking good. Probably another 9.
9.
Another 9. Okay, that's great.
Okay.
There we go. Now we're down to your last two, which would be your.
Do mine last. He submitted his Mega Charizard promo from the Charizard E.
Yeah, it's from the Charizard UPC.
Okay.
Okay, we're gonna get.
Old Pokey Ricky.
The one with the Japanese on it is the one that you do first.
Okay, well, we'll just go bottom to top. I don't know. These could be like bad, or I have no idea what to expect.
Okay.
We're gonna play a little dramatic music behind the scenes. Okay, so this first one is a 2025 Pokemon MEPEN Mega Charizard XEX Ultra Premium Collection. I believe this is yours, Abel. What grade are we hoping?
Probably above an 8. Yeah.
How would you like a 10?
Oh,
That's actually really good.
that is really good.
That's how kids celebrate now.
Yeah.
That's your first 10, no?
Yeah.
Ooh.
Now, I guess for the card that started it all. Now this
Couple
what do you
owls.
expect this card to be worth if it grades well?
If it grades well, it can be upwards of $2,000. So I'm really excited to see
I
what it
guess
can
the
be.
shirts weren't coming off and people running around.
Yeah, no, because mom was just over on the couch, so they had to kind of try and play it cool.
Fair
A
enough.
grade is a grade well for $2,000.
Grade well, I think at this point, like a 9 is like a 1.5, but 10 is about like 2.1 or something like that.
Okay. So you're 2,100 for a 10, 1,500 for a 9.
Exactly.
What about an 8?
I think it's like basically just
Same, raw?
Yeah, raw.
Okay, so you really want
A
9 or a
10.
10. What are you gonna do if it's not?
I might crack and just leave it raw for a little while.
What do you think it got?
I hope a 9. A 10 is a little optimistic, but I can always hope for that. I'm hoping for a 9.
Carter,
What's up?
you want to come see his grade before I tell him? Your card is a PSA 10.
Let's go.
Hey, that's true excitement right there. He's very excited.
I don't know at this point. I'm gonna just stare at it for a little while. I can't lie.
All right, there you have it. The first ever PSA submission by Carter and Abel. We're going back to the future. Back to you, Mr. eBay and Doc. Yeah,
Hey, good for them, man. That's great.
I think he's got the bug, man. He
How
went
can you
from
not?
wanting to sell it to I'm not sure what I'm going to do. I'm just going to hold on to it. I did help
Join the
him
club.
back. Yeah, I helped him bag him right away. And dude, you wouldn't believe, like, I agree with you. That made no sense to me, that 4 or 5 minutes. This card is worth upwards of over $2,000. And the pop count is like 75,000 PSA 10s. And it's still selling at
Makes no
that price
sense.
point. No, none whatsoever.
Wow, cool for them. Well, congrats, Carter and Abel. That's good stuff.
Yeah, it was pretty neat. We also, to jump back into more normalcy and a couple sports things, I have a fun couple hitters. Of my cards graded, I hit a PSA 9 for my 2022 Matthew Stafford Kaboom Horizontal.
Oh, cool.
Now, on this
wrong way,
Kaboom
though.
is facing the wrong direction, but it's acceptable because the back is vertical and must face that way.
So the left side of the horizontal card, if you're looking at it in horizontal appropriateness, the
Yeah.
left side is towards the PSA label, which is incorrect.
Yep. And the other quick one to review is a 2022 flawless Aiden Hutchinson dual patch auto RPA from his rookie year, and we picked that up at the National last year.
Yeah.
So that was a really fun card to have in my collection.
Now, here's a question
now-
for you, Ricky. Here's a question.
Yeah.
Was that card originally in a PSA? Did it have a PSA sticker over the mag that it was in? Do you know what I'm talking about? So some of the flawless cards, some of them will be encased. So they'll be like in a mag, and then it'll have the PSA sticker over the top.
Yeah. I don't know if it did or not, but we should dive into that at some point because I think you and I have vastly different views on that sticker.
I love that sticker. Give me that sticker. Don't take it out. Keep it
I
right in there.
actually am preparing a stack of cards to open with a razor blade on the show during one of our future shows.
Don't do that. Don't do it. People have
It's
been
gonna be so
swapping
much-
patches so much lately, man. And if you take it out of there, people are going to assume you swapped out that patch.
It's going to be so much fun.
Well, I like pissing away my money too.
All right. So the next thing was a 2023 Allen and Ginter Miguel Cabrera mini stained glass card, PSA 8. This was my lowest, but I am thrilled with this card. Although I do have to note, I compared it with another stained glass mini that I have, and they did not do the shrink wrapping. If you can see the kind of, that one is more clear than the other.
Oh, okay.
This has some like lines, and the problem is this card moves. This card doesn't.
That's tough.
And I need our friends of the show to get at me and let me know, is this something I should talk to PSA about? Say, you need to fix this, or is this the new way of PSA lately?
Good question. I don't know.
Because another interesting piece of this is I started researching these cards, and I noticed these cards are about 1 million grades apart from one another. And I did submit both of them over time. They are titled totally different. One is Topps A and G, one's Allen and Ginter, one's mini stained glass, one it says Mini Excels extended stained glass, exclusive extended. And what I learned is these, okay, Allen and Ginter did mini cards that replicated the large normal card set for each year. And they went up to like number 350. Then 350 to 400 were cards you could only get in rip cards. And they made stained glass minis of every mini in the set, as well as those extended that can only be found in rip cards. So this is a stained glass parallel of the card exclusive to the rip cards in and of themselves.
I think I followed that.
Yeah. It's kind of like the nesting doll, right?
Yeah.
And so I thought it was really cool. And I actually had to give huge thanks to Bright Light Big City, Kansas City Dan. He hooked me up with his Allen and Ginter professionals.
Brewer Baker Podcast on Instagram, brewerbakerpodcast@gmail.com.
There we go. There we go. But help me kind of understand more of what I have here. And I'm going to be looking for more of these. These are all numbered two. They're not numbered on them, but Topps has confirmed they're all numbered 225. And the stained glass, at least historically, could only be hit in the rip cards themselves. So,
oh, that's cool.
Yeah, pretty fun, pretty exclusive when you dot all the T's and cross all the I's. Then finally, my pride and joy, man. I don't know how to tell you. This card just makes me so happy. The story, how I lost it, got it back. It's a PSA 9.
Yeah, so it's a mosaic for those of you listening.
2020 mosaic flea flicker, blue fluorescent parallel, number to 15. Barry Sanders, Matt Stafford, Calvin Johnson.
Yeah.
To have seen one on eBay, lose it, and then lose contact of another one being sold for years and years, and to have it now and slabbed as even a 9, I am just so thrilled. And this one is facing the right direction. It's correct. The bottom is facing to the right when you're facing.
Very nice. Yeah, good.
And this has just added to my collection. I started looking. I said, I've got a couple other 2020 mosaics, these Genesis of Barry and Stafford, and I need a Calvin Johnson now. And I think I need to upgrade my my Stafford from an 8 to a 9 or a 10.
Let's talk about those Genesis just for a second. I don't want to prolong, get Mike back on here.
Yeah.
I've got a mail day coming in next week that might be related to a Genesis card there, Ricky. Pull up one of your Genesis cards. Show it.
Yeah. Yep.
Now, these are not numbered, but they are thought to be a little more rare, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah. Yep.
Now, that seems as though it has a pretty good shine there on the card. So it's kind of like a blue turquoise background.
Yeah. And it does. It shines real
pretty
nice.
Good.
Oh, yeah.
Huh.
Yeah.
Well, I'll have a little mail day to share next week and maybe a precursor to that there Genesis. Those are good looking cards. Yeah,
I will. I'll be interested to see if there's a 9er in there. All right. Well, with that kind of covers the PSA sub. I got to say, it was amazing subbing through.
I think Toby's back in my house. Something's weird going on in here, but I'm sorry. Keep going.
Nope. I assumed it was a dog, so I was just trying to pad. Over time, subbing with them was a great experience. They were really cool. It was easy to do. They had our cards organized. It is always hard when you submit through a company that then submits to another company. And so the communication's not as direct. It's harder that way. But Overtime's always friendly. Every time I went in there to ask them, hey, how's this looking? They were very kind, always took the time to chat with me. So I'd recommend it.
Nice.
Definitely worth it. All right. Without further ado, let's bring our boy Mike back on, or as I like to call him, Pops. How you doing?
That's why they don't let me touch the technology at work. I don't understand it.
Well, luckily we're not having you on for your technology prowess. We're gonna have you on to talk about your incredible collections. Mike, while we were working out the technical difficulties, I did go on and on and on about you and your amazing collection. We did drop your Instagram handles. Just want to make sure I have them right. Post Bazooka Jello and autographed rookie cards on Instagram.
Yep, that's right.
Perfect. Perfect. So, Mike, I'm going to dive in because our audience has heard a lot about who you are already. Tell us a little bit about your history. What got you into collecting, and what's kind of kept you going throughout the years? Did you ever take a break like many of us did, as we, from young age to early adulthood, or were you collecting the whole way through and haven't stopped since?
Yeah, it never really stopped. The origin story is actually, and I've mentioned this on a couple other times, is my grandmother's the one who actually got me started. Buying first packs I ever opened was 1969 Tops.
Oh, that's awesome.
And yeah, every time they'd come out, out to the house, they'd bring 4 or 5 packs. They were probably a nickel at that point in time. So, that's how it started. I never, growing up, it's I never stopped. Even when I was in college, I might have slowed down a little bit, but I didn't stop. Luckily, I was buying unopened stuff, and a lot of it I never opened. So I still have a lot of that wax from back in the day. Yeah, so I never really stopped. I kind of got discouraged. It's interesting. I completely whiffed in the 90 insert world. I thought the world was upside down when Donruss and Fleer came out in 81, making, oh my God, we got to collect 3 sets, let alone all the stuff that started coming out in the 90s, the parallels and all that stuff. I just quit, kind of got burned out a little bit in that junk wax era,
Yeah.
And, saw all those cards, but never really worked on trying to complete sets anymore. I was always buy a couple vending boxes, wax boxes, rip them, break them down, build your sets. And then it got really difficult to do that in the 90s. So I switched gears and actually started buying memorabilia. Right.
Okay.
So I had a goal. Ricky, you'll appreciate this. I had a goal. I wanted to get a game used bat from every Tiger from like 1970 to like 1995.
Oh my God. Oh
my
God.
That was not all that crazy until like the late 80s and the early 90s when they stunk and they were running guys up and down, left and right. And I'm like, I'm gonna need a bigger boat. This is not gonna work. But then I started buying, game used jerseys and bats and, really getting into autographs and doing that type of stuff. So, but yeah, that's kind of the backstory. I never stopped.
Incredible. No, that's so incredible. And in talking with you, as we've gotten to know each other, you shared with me that you actually, as you have been purchasing cards and memorabilia, had the opportunity and took advantage of it to buy a portion of Al Kaline's collection after he passed away. Tell us a little bit about that.
Well, my dad was the Kaline guy, but my dad was never a collector. He was a Depression era. Grew up there, didn't collect cards, but he used to tell me, man, he loved to go to Old Tiger Stadium and watch Al Kaline take outfield practice and throw.
Yeah,
and so he was a big Kaline guy. So we started buying, all the K lines. Side note, my dad passed away in 2018. He was kind of my running buddy at the show. A quick side note, just an ode to my father. In the 2017 National, he was, I think, 94, 95 years old. I pushed him around in a wheelchair. So we both knew it was his last one. And so you understand, you've been to the Rosemont, and you've been to the Stevens Center. And I pushed him around in that wheelchair, and we had a blast. And, but awesome. He was the K line guy, and I remember teasing him before he passed away. I'm like, Dad, we could have been buying mantles. Why were we buying K lines?
Yeah.
K line always signed a lot through the mail. So I had all his playing days cards signed, and I have a huge K line collection. But then he passed away, somewhat pretty quickly. He passed away, and I think it was 2022 or 23, something like that. I think his kids consigned a lot of stuff to Heritage. And one of the things that they put up was his private card collection.
So Al Kaline collected cards himself.
Yeah, I'm assuming people mailed them to him and he had them, and they're in SGC slabs. I don't remember if I sent those photos or not, but they were in SGC slabs. Oh, there we go. And it says the Al Kaline collection on them. That's and amazing. They're not like super high grade cards.
No, but the story.
Yeah, but they're pretty cool. So Heritage had those, and they took the 54 rookie out separately. And I had a number of 54 K line rookies, and I probably had 3 or 4 of them signed. And it went for crazy money. So I didn't buy it. And I kind of kick myself now for not buying it. But I bought all the other ones were in a big lot, and I bought those. So that's kind of how that's kind of the backstory to that. They consigned a whole bunch of other stuff, clothes and all kinds of stuff. But
yeah,
they had 6 1971 All-Star Game balls signed by the American League team. They were his. They were still in the original box, and I ended up buying those too.
That's incredible.
Well, the 71 All-Star Game was the first baseball game I ever went to. Was a 71 All-Star Game in Detroit. And so that's always had a special spot for me. So when those, they were in a lot, 6 of them, and I was fortunate enough to end up getting those.
So wait, hold on.
Yeah. Okay.
How does someone come to find out that Al Kaline is a card collector and someone is selling all of his cards?
Well, they were at Heritage, so it's a pretty big auction house, and
So you just monitored through there. They popped up, and you're like, "Hey, this is my guy. I'm going to go after him."
Yeah, I mean, I looked through a lot of auction catalogs.
Gotcha.
And I bought stuff and consigned stuff with them
Okay.
before, so you stumbled into that stuff. And being Metro Detroit, word kind of spreads a little bit amongst the collectors, that this stuff is happening. And
sure.
One of the guys that I work with at Heritage is the one who's kind of called me and said, "Hey, be prepared. This thing's this is coming." So just be ready to go on it. So yeah, I was fortunate enough, and
now
won it.
Speaking of that 71 All-Star Game at Tiger Stadium, you recently posted, and I think you got this autographed at the National, if I'm not mistaken.
This year.
This year's with Reggie Jackson signing the actual MLB All-Star Game ticket. Tell us a little bit about that. What was that experience like, and the unique inscription he added to your ticket?
Well, like I said, the 71 All-Star Game is kind of a thing for me. I still have the original 3 tickets that when I was there with my folks. That was kind of my birthday present. And so anything 71 All-Star Game, I collect. And I've been getting the tickets signed, individual tickets signed by the people who participate and played in that game. And I had a full 71 ticket in a PSA slab. I didn't want to crack it out. And right before the National, I found another one on eBay, and I bought it. I said, I'm going to take it. I'm going to get him to sign it. So you guys have met my son. So I sent my son up there with my son-in-law. I'm like, you guys go up there, get him to sign this ticket. And so they were up there, and he's kind of mellowed out, I think, as he's gotten older, Reggie. And so he signed it, and they looked at my son and said, hey, would you mind if I drew on your ticket? Now, my son's a little scarred because he destroyed a 68 Venezuelan bench card that I had him signed at the National a year or two ago. So he's a little gun shy. So he's yeah, I guess so. That's cool. Yeah. So what he did was he wrote an inscription to Light Tower Homer, and then he drew a little. He's like, do you mind if I draw the trajectory of the ball hitting the light tower? So he actually drew that at the bottom. So I thought that was pretty cool. Yeah, I thought that was pretty cool.
The home run he hit that hit the actual light tower during the game.
Yes,
that's really cool.
Yeah, yes, one of the more iconic home runs in All-Star Game history, I think.
Yeah.
So
well, and so cool to have caught him in that moment, having fun with his career, right? And get to have that keepsake.
Yeah.
It's
pretty cool.
Kate and Chad, you also, I want to ask you about Mike. Chad, under our show sheet at the top of this segment, there's a link titled Tom Brady and Lions. Click on that link. Tell us about these Tom Brady. You sent this to us before the show. Hopefully this loads okay for Chad. But tell us, you sent over some Tom Brady. You have, and if I'm reading it correctly, you tell me if I have this wrong. I believe what these slabs show are tickets for the Patriots against the Lions in the preseason and the first Tom Brady's first actual regular season games were both against the Lions, and you have the stub from them, correct?
Yeah. So I was that weird guy that when I would go, we had season tickets. I had season tickets for a long time. So I'd be the weird guy that would bring a lanyard and just put the tickets inside the lanyard. And so what a lot of people know now, because of the popularity of tickets, that Brady's the regular season debut was Thanksgiving Day. I think he came in for the last series of that game. I think the Lions actually beat the Patriots that year on Thanksgiving, and he came in and played a series. That was his first regular season game. But most people don't know is he also made his preseason debut in Detroit that same year. So I had the 4 tickets. Those are what the season tickets look like, as opposed to the one, the Ticketron ones.
Yeah.
So I during the pandemic, I was looking, and there was one, I don't remember who had a Golden or Heritage or whatever, but it was signed one of those tickets, and it went for over $100,000. And I'm like, God, I think I have some of those. So sure enough, went up to my ticket box, and they were in the plastic. I put them in the plastic holders, and I pulled them out. The story is, the preseason game, those are 4 stubs. And if you look at the pop report, there's a few of those, not a ton. Those are pretty near the top on the pop report, and they're really tough to grade because they're all black. The black borders on the things, right? And then they're torn.
Yeah.
So the black borders make it difficult. But the full ticket for the Thanksgiving Day game was actually my mom's ticket. Who she didn't end up going that day. Stayed back, cooked, blah blah blah. So we had the full ticket, never used. I think that was a 9. And then one of the stubs. So that's a pop one, and one of the stubs is a 10. It's the only 10 in the pop report.
Oh my God!
Right here, I see it behind there. Oh my God! And for those for Boston Steve and my cousin, note the score on that game: Lions 34, Patriots 9. Thank you.
Yeah.
That is just incredible.
Yeah, I did those. I got those graded a couple years ago at the National. I did the the 1 day turnaround time or whatever. I'm just not sure what I want to do with them. It's so weird because I don't really have any dollars tied up into them. But you get that emotional connection. You're there with your parents or your and the tickets are sequentially numbered in the seat now, and it's like, man, do I really want to break these up? You know, I've showed them the
Yeah.
Golden, I've showed them the Heritage, they know I have them. You know,
Right.
it's just like I just don't know if I want to. I'm probably stupid for
You're going to be
keeping them, but
approached.
you know,
I think you're going to get approached for this. I don't know. Those are incredibly cool cards or tickets, excuse me, memorabilia. Um, so one of the things that you collect that I'm really fascinated by, I want to hear more about your vintage card boxes. And tell me a little bit about what got you into collecting card boxes, because we do see packs being graded. We've seen full boxes sealed and graded and authenticated. Um, I have no doubt that the vintage boxes, even opened, are a big item, but I've never thought to save or collect those. So what kind of got you into this? And more importantly, I got to know, how do you store these things safely?
um, well, we'll take the storage one first. I use Titan makes. I don't know. I know you have eBay affiliates, or I mean affiliate. Really, I don't want to tread on any. But Titan is a company that makes display holders. They're all different types of. The problem is that a lot of those boxes, they're all different shapes and sizes, right? So
Yeah.
they're not uniform, so it makes it difficult. But the Titan cases are they're not inexpensive, but they're they said they're at the National every year. So what I do is just generally wait, and if you buy from them at the National, they ship it for free. So I usually put a pretty big order in with them, but they display real. They're magnetic, so they're and they have all kinds of different stuff. So I put a lot of them in. So I have a large regular wax collection too that I store that stuff in. So there might be, I don't know, $30-$35, but if you get if you got a box that's worth $5,000, $35 is not that big of a deal. But even they just display, they stack, they just display really really nice.
That's really cool.
So that's how I store them.
Okay.
And I have some of them I don't have everything in one of those. I have some showcases that I just put the boxes in. But the how piece of it was, I think I maybe mentioned to you guys, I'm pretty complete set wise back through. I don't have a 52 set, but I'm pretty complete back to 53 for the most part. Maybe missing a couple cards here and there. And that's where I kind of veered off in that food world, that post Bazooka Jello thing. I started buying a lot of regional stuff.
Yeah.
Kansas City Dan will be happy to know one of my big purchases at the National was the 55 and 56 Kansas City A's rodeo meat set I picked up at the National.
Nice.
But I started thinking like, okay, you can get the wrap. There's 24 packs and 24 wrappers in one box, right? So if you do the math, it's 24 packs at 10 cards. That's 240 cards. There's 24 wrappers in one box. I mean, who saved the boxes in the 50s and 60s, right? So the answer is pretty much nobody.
No one. Yeah.
And I just think they're cool looking. I think I think it's the same reason people collect comic books. So the art on the covers are kind of cool, and the art on the boxes are kind of cool. When you lay all 5 Star Wars boxes next to each other, it's really cool, right? And then all the shows.
That is cool.
All the shows. Well, I think I sent you guys that 69 Man on the Moon box. I thought was really cool, kind of what's going on with in today's world on some of the stuff that they're doing. And
what tell us about that box, that 6970 Moon set. You indicated you made a nice post about it, I think, on your autographed rookie card site. Instagram page and talk about that it initially was a smaller set in 69, re-released
Yeah, they
in
reprinted
70.
it
Is
in
that correct?
1970. So there were 55 cards originally in 69. Then they added 44 in. They added 44
Focused, I
more.
presume, on the space program.
What's that?
Focused, I presume,
Yeah.
on the space
Yeah, it was
program.
all the Apollo missions.
That's so cool.
And they printed an additional 44 cards in 1970 to make a 99 card set. And you can tell the difference on the backs. The ones that came out in 1970 will have the number on the back and say, X of 99. The prior year, 69, it'll just give you the number on that. So that's how you tell the difference. Most people think it's complete at 55, but then there is an additional 44 cards that came out in 1970.
Yeah,
I wish I'd have been. I'm sorry.
Are these the sets you would have collected? Do you have these sets?
I didn't buy a ton of that non-sport stuff when I was a kid.
Yeah.
If it really wasn't sport, I didn't buy it.
Sure.
But now as I've gotten older, and everybody, the last couple of months, you read and hear about all the non-sport stuff's going crazy. You know what I mean? And that 66 Donruss superheroes, and the 65 or 66 Black Batmans, and
how about this one that's on your Instagram? I'm going to pull up right now. How about this guy?
Yeah, that's at card number 1. I mean, that thing's gone crazy. I think I bought that at Heritage too, and
oh my God,
it's personalized to Bob, and I didn't mind buying that because my dad was Bob and my brother's Bob. So I'm like, well, if anything happens to me, at least they can do that. But I have 4 or 5 other cards in that set that Adam West had signed for me, as well.
Very cool. This is a Batman rookie card, the first Batman, and autograph.
Yeah, that's card number 1 in that set.
Yeah, very cool.
That's
speaking of cards that have been booming, that is one, and a great card.
Yeah,
too.
that card's going nuts.
Yep.
That's just incredible.
Yeah, I've found more, like, maybe I've gotten more nostalgic as I've gotten older, but I think Chad, I sent you that pictures of that 65 Disneyland set.
Yeah,
which it's really cool.
Yeah.
And just the art on those things it's Americana, I mean, it's really cool. And, up until a couple of years ago, you could buy that stuff for nothing.
Yeah.
Not anymore.
I think I said this, but that 65 Disney set, gosh, is that the one? I think that is the set that I bought my mom for her birthday, was that set. If I'm not mistaken, I believe that was it.
That's
a set of those I got off of eBay after you sent that to me. And she's over the moon for it. Like she loves that stuff and flipping through there.
Well, that set's they're not cartoon drawings. That set is actually photos.
Yeah.
Of the park.
Yep, that's exactly the one. And she had fun flipping through those, and some of those she's like, hey, I remember this part as a kid going through and seeing some of these things that of course aren't there now with the park, but those are a
throwback to that Disney set of the park we covered within the last year or so. That's really cool that they did photos back then as well.
Mm-hmm.
Now I know Chad, I know Mike, you had sent Chad something, a package to be open. Do we want to spotlight that at all before we wrap up?
It's up to you guys.
Yeah, I'm asking, Chad, do you feel like you're in a position, or you want to cover that next week?
Yeah, I've got it right here.
Okay.
I have not opened it, and so
cool.
I don't know the answer to your question, Ricky. If I want to open that,
you do. I think you do. I think you're going to think it's pretty cool, and I think.
Okay, if you know what it is, then why don't you tell me which direction to go? Because this, whether it's on it or not. So I've got a big package here that Mike, you sent over. Addressed to me and the missus. The missus is downstairs, but
And while Chad's working on getting that box open, I do have to ask you, Mike, you are up in your office where your vault is, for lack of a better term. What is the one item that you keep up there that when you walk in there, you light up like a little kid? You can feel it within your heart. And I love connecting with you on this level because you talk about the LK line. my dad, he was my dad's player too. And so I relate so much to that and the father-son bonding time. I think that's so incredible. What brings you back to that childhood?
Did I send you a picture of the bat rack?
No.
Um,
Or you might have emailed it over, but
I've got it. Hang on.
sorry, Chad, we've got you. We've got you.
I've been having technical problems all day. I've been texting pictures, emailing them to
You're
Chad on
good.
3 different accounts.
Oh, whoa. That's amazing.
Yeah, that thing. When I talked about like not getting out of cards, but I wasn't buying as many cards. I was doing more of that. So, 98% of those are game used and signed.
What?
So I started doing that. I probably have 400 game used bats. So that's not. I got some more racks getting made, but when I walk into the room up here, that's on one of the walls.
I get that. That makes me smile.
That's it. The display is really cool. People, even if you're not necessarily into that, people will look at that and be like, "Holy crap, that's really cool."
Yeah.
So that's kind of one that puts a smile on my face. Because my dad and I, we would go to spring training most of the years, a lot of years, and we'd haul 20, 30 bats down there. We'd haul them all around, and everybody laugh at us. But we'd get a bunch of them signed,
Oh,
and
that's incredible.
So yeah, I'm trying to get them all. I'm trying to get them all up. I'm trying to get the 68 and 84 teams for sure.
Oh, that'd be incredible.
Now you'll ask me. Of all the bats I don't have a K line. Yeah.
Oh, really?
It's weird because, yeah, I got to get one.
Yeah, interestingly enough, that's the one I do have in my office.
Yeah, no, that's really cool. But it's funny because it's not those bats that you can buy a K line bat.
Yeah.
But you try to find a Ray Euler bat or some of the pitchers. They're just like the 84 team. I'm missing Scotty Earl. Like I cannot find a Scotty Earl bat.
Yeah.
Of all the people, you can buy Gibsons and Parrish and Trammels and Whitaker. Those are I don't say a dime a dozen, but they're everywhere. But I've been looking for a Scotty Earl bat for 15 years.
Oh. Well,
I know one guy who has one. He gave it to his kid. I keep bugging him. I'm like, man. I said, how much does your kid really love that bat? Can we what are we doing here? Can we make this happen?
Yeah, give it to someone who will appreciate it.
Yeah, so it's kind of like, so that's why I don't do as many bats as I used to. But when I see them, I'll pick them up, and nice. I'll take them and get them. I'll take them and get them signed.
Nice.
So, yeah, that's me amongst other things. That's a very obvious one. It pops out.
Yeah.
But the wax display boxes are growing on me too. I got to admit, those are the Star Treks and all that stuff. Those are growing, and So
I love the sentimental value that comes from all the stuff you get too, of just like you can just feel it oozing out. And speaking of, Mike knows how to hit sentimental for those he shops for too. Chad, have you been able to get that box open?
I do indeed. And the first thing that is here, this is so cool. This is a lunch pail, a metal lunch pail.
Yeah.
Of Walt Disney World, of Mickey, Donald, and Pluto riding a train. And on the back are the bears from Country Bear Jamboree. That's my mom's favorite ride in the whole world is Country Bear. We tease her about it all the time.
Yes.
This is so cool. And
how cool is that?
There are some cards inside of here.
Ooh.
Oh, look at this. Do you know who Joanne Kozo is?
Yeah.
This used to be her lunch pail.
Oh, that's incredible.
But inside of here, oh, look at this. There's some cards inside of here. Mike, this is fantastic. Thank you.
Yeah, you're not going to retire on those, but I bought a collection out and they had a bunch of Elways in there.
Yeah.
I know where those need to go. I will say this again. I know I'm older than you guys, but one of the things that I've gotten a lot of enjoyment out of terms of, there's a lot of different ways to collect.
Yeah.
You can make content, you can consume content, you can find what other people like and, you know, pay it forward a little bit with that. You know, I've found that I get almost more enjoyment out of that than sometimes buying the stuff for myself.
Yeah.
Although don't get me wrong, I do like to buy stuff for myself, but it's, you know, I like to put some smiles on people's faces if you know, so
No, and that's
so
what,
much nostalgia with these Elway cards.
That's
right now.
what,
This is so cool. Thank you very much. These
And-
action-packed ones, God, I love these cards. These
oh my
are
God.
great.
They were my favorite. They are thick cards. They are good quality. You know, and man, I'm sorry that you had the technical difficulties tonight, but it actually worked out really well. As you go back and listen to this episode, we started we flipped our segments around and started out. We worked on my son's grading Pokemon, and as much as I love my son and his somewhat connection to my hobby, I love so much. He is a part of the problem. And I told him that the night of grading. He said, yeah, I love it so much. And I said, these values cannot continue to rise. It's all of you people that are putting these boosts into it. And eventually you're going to get bored. And when he said, well, what are you talking about? And I said, well, you're more excited by the price of this card than the card itself. And he said, well, that's fair. And so he owned it. But now, so we went from prospecting, as much as I love him, and I that was a special moment we shared, but to now come back over here with Mike and have all of this nostalgia. And it's interesting to cover kind of the prospectors, the people that have kind of joined the hobby because it's the hot new thing, versus the true collectors. And Mike, you represent the true collectors. Chad and I, as long as this podcast has been going, have talked about our dream of owning a card shop where we lose money every year to give cards away and get it to the people that it means so much to. You get it, and you are such an amazing friend of this show. I have to thank you. But before we let you go, I want to ask you one last question, two-parter actually. You were inspired by an idea of this show with the Junkie Tim.
yes.
Tell us a little bit about what you and your boys set up.
I was thinking about that, and then I was listening to you guys talk about your private equity play with Tim, and I've been talking to my son and a kid who works for me, and then my son-in-law. Now, my son-in-law might be watching this. I don't know. I've not sat him down yet to tell him what his role in this thing is going to be yet, because they just had a baby. So my daughter, we are our first grandchild, but
congratulations.
But, yes.
You know, my son is 30, Ricky, and he was a Pokemon kid.
Yeah.
And it's now morphed to One Piece and Magic and some of that other stuff. And and I told him, like, I don't know, probably a year ago, I'm like, hey, here's some money. Go start buying some of those One Piece boxes. And so he did it.
Yeah.
And he's bought a lot of Pokemon boxes, but he doesn't open them. So he's got the trainer boxes and all that stuff. And I bought him up for his birthday. I don't know, probably 5 years ago. Yeah. I bought him an unopened Pokemon box. I think I paid $50 for it at an antique store. $1,500 now or whatever it's selling for. You know, I bought him a Dragon Ball Z box at a thing for $20. So he's got a lot of that type of stuff. And I said, well, why are we not? I said, don't make the mistake I make. I'm a flipping hoarder. You got to be. You need to buy, not necessarily flip, because I want them to. And I'm not saying that flippers don't enjoy that. I don't want to go down that path, but I enjoy it. But if you have it and it's up in value, don't fall in love with the investment. Get it and go parlay it in and put it into something else that you might like, or whatever. So I said, hey, listen, we're going to throw some money in this bucket, and you two are going to go out. You know what you're looking for in that realm. I got the sports stuff covered. you're going to go do that. And Jack, my son-in-law, is a police officer. I said, he has, he's got a different schedule than the rest of us. I'm like, he's got an eBay account. I'm like, he can go put his equity will be putting stuff out on eBay and shipping it and doing all that. So we actually talked about that. I was listening to the show. And I'm like, hey guys, listen, you got to go listen to this. They got this play going with. I said, this is what we're gonna go. This is what we've been talking about. So we're gonna go do that. So,
and I love that.
Yes.
Back to the Future, breaking news whenever it feels like breaking to Mike's son-in-law.
Yeah. So yeah,
You're welcome.
yeah. So yeah.
Well, let me ask you
so
this,
Jack-
Mike. If you were going to connect with your sons this way, I'm so happy that we inspired you guys, and you're doing something similar to what we had come up with. What would you say if once you went to your son and son-in-law and the kid who works for you, and they said, "Hey, while you're at it, Mike, why don't you just buy all the cards we already own?"
Well, it's funny that you bring that up because I've offered to do that.
What?
Yeah. So.
That is not where I thought that would go.
Yeah. I'm like, so I did.
Yeah,
I did do that. Listen, at the end of the day, as you know, Chad, I don't know about your family situation, but as the kids get older, they just get more expensive. So it's not like it's this private equity fund is going to be Detroit Mike Equity Fund by the time it's all said and done. So, and they just get to have a lot of fun spending the money that is in the quote fund.
Yeah.
So I have to remind her, like, hey, every now and then, being that I'm paying for it all, can you cut me in on the profits a little bit? Like, just can we? That's how business works, right?
Yeah.
You got to pay the bank back at some point.
Exactly.
So,
Exactly.
but yeah.
Well,
Hey, a couple things before I run and
Please.
you guys can kick me out of here. Let's talk about Detroit, the National. One, I think it's going to be a great show. I think the venue is going to be really cool. There's plenty of different places to stay to do what you guys are talking about doing. So, and I want to host something either at where I'm at now or the other thing. Obviously the schedule's not out yet, but if the Tigers are there, we are going to get a suite. I will just get it and we'll go hang out there because the stadium is literally right down the street from the venue.
That is cool.
I just gotta hope they're in town for that, some of that stretch. So we'll do we'll do it up. We'll do it up right. It'll be a fun time.
yes. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. So
yeah.
that's I've got a couple other groups that I'm going to host. So I don't might end up in a freaking one for 3 nights. I hope not, but we'll have some fun. We'll have some fun with that. Maybe we would even do a live out of the studio. We out of the room up here, do a quick show recap or whatever. So but we'll have some fun.
Don't tempt us with a good time.
Oh, yeah.
We'll have some fun. And in closing, that Joe Desai card that you had on your list at the beginning before I blacked out.
Yeah.
That's me. That's my card. And I'm going to give you the backstory of that card.
Please.
Joe Desai, that card came out in 1986. Joe Desai died in a car accident in December of 1986. And the PSA pop count on a signed Joe Desai card is 4. And I own 2 of them.
Wow.
And I looked at that card and I looked at it and I compared the signatures and I'm like, man, it looked pretty good. So I took a flyer on it. But that's a really, really difficult for people that are trying to complete the 86 top signed set. That Joe Desai probably might be the toughest signed card in that set. So that's kind of the backstory. If you're wondering, like, what idiot is paying $200 for a 1986 Chicago White Sox Joe Desai signed card?
Anything you buy, Mike, I know is a good investment because everything you tell me about, I just drool over.
Yeah. You threw that box, Chad, up of those 3 boxes, the Mays and the Maris and the Robinson. That's kind of my jam, really. The Jello and of the 62 and 63, those are 1962 Jello boxes. They're issued in Jello and pudding. very, very limited. Those were a test run that were really in Chicago, some parts of Wisconsin, and I think some parts of Minnesota, the 62. So they're really super difficult to find. And most of the old time dealers, if you talk to, would say there's probably between 5 and 10 complete sets of those 62 Jellos.
Wow.
And I have 2 of them.
Whoa.
And I've been putting that together. There's 21 what they consider short prints in that set, and it's not the big name guys. It's not the Aarons and the Mantles and the Mazes.
Yeah.
It's the Alex Gramises and Marty Keoghs, those types, because they were on crappy Jello that nobody wanted to buy, right?
Yeah.
So those are what make that 62 set really tough. But when you find the full ones with the Jello still in them, they come really 3 ways. They come in a flat box that some of them got out of the factory, and PSA will grade the flat boxes. They come full like that, where the pudding and Jello are still in them, and then they come with the boxes that's somebody had opened the end, emptied the contents, and you have kind of a box or a partial box. Those are generally the 3 ways that they come. The 63s were a national issue. The cards look identical to what's on the post serial cards. They're the same photos, but the Jellos are crazy rare. And go on a limb and say I know most of the big Jello guys in the country, and I think I have between 62 and 63 of the unopened or the flat boxes. I probably have over 100 of them now.
That's incredible.
And they're really cool. That's kind of my, like, of all my eBay searches, if I only have time to look at one, that's the one I'm going to. There's a 62 Jello search.
Okay.
And those, when those short prints come up, they just go for crazy stupid money. So
that is so cool. That is so cool.
What's the shelf life looking like on a Jello pudding from the 60s? Like,
I'm thinking,
do you ever pull it out of there and cook it up?
It would depend on how hammered you were, because my wife always threatens me that she's going to make Jello shots out of those things. So I don't know if I'm going.
Let's do it. Let's do it at the National in 28.
Yeah, I don't know if I'm going. That's like eating. Like, I have the post cereal boxes from 61, 62, 63 that still have the cereal on them too. Like, we don't want to.
We could
you
have
probably
a great
don't want
breakfast.
to eat. You probably don't want to eat. You probably don't want to eat those.
Yeah,
So,
I'll bring some medicine. I'll
Yeah.
prepare us. we'll be all right.
I'm thinking Detroit 2028 bet. Loser has to eat some of that Jello.
That would be I don't know. I don't own the outcome on any of that. So I'm not accepting any liability or responsibility.
Well, Mike's smart. He knows who he's talking to, an attorney and a doctor.
Yeah. So yes,
well,
dot
Mike,
the I's, cross the T's, and bring the medicine bag with you. So
that's exactly.
Yeah.
Well, Mike, I just want to thank you again so much for being on the show. This is our boy Detroit Mike, or as I like to call him, Pops for short. Thank you again for joining us, and we're going to have you on in future episodes because we got to spend a little more time with this amazing collection of yours.
Yeah, we can do some stuff on different eras, different sets, different. I told you guys I'm gonna drag you into the vintage world one way or the other. On that. So, but there's a lot of stuff to look at. It's not all super expensive, right? There's a lot of different ways to collect, and you don't have to have a huge budget to do it. You just got to know what to look for, and just have some fun with it. Collect what you like to collect, man. That's kind of my theme. I don't not here to judge what people
Smart
do.
way to do it.
That's
do our own
amazing.
thing. So, hey, we'll say this as a thank you to you guys. One of the reasons I like watching your show is you kind of stay out of that hobby drama, and I really like just the fun stuff that you guys talk about and laugh, and it's
well, thank you.
Yeah, it's I really in a weird kind of way, I really look forward to it. It's you know, we all have different. We're all busy in our life. We don't need that. This is just kind of a really good relief, and it's a way I've expanded my hobby experience. I enjoy the content, and you know, I like to see what other people are buying, even though I'm not really not interested in it. But I'm always want to learn. I always want to learn something. So
Definitely. Well, no,
thanks,
thank you.
Thanks for doing what you're doing.
No, thank you, and thanks for saying that, Mike. I have to say, with Chad, we laughed about it after meeting you guys because you were very happy to see us. That we laughed that there are many nights we do this and we think we're just talking into two microphones, empty mics. Is anyone listening? And so it was such a cool experience to run into you and your boys. And boy, it just rejuvenated us. I think we ran off to record the recap for that day right after. So it's been excellent to have you on. All right. Well, it's been another fun episode for Chad and Detroit Mike. I am Ricky, the collectible connoisseur, Jello Box, wishing all of you a one of one night.
I think Detroit Mike's going to know how we're going to end this show.
Yeah.
You want the
Dan?
honors?
Yeah. Hey, Dan.